What is up, folks? Person Gaming back with another episode of 7 Days to Die Mods Weekly, the show where we help you figure out what mods are good for you. And this week we have got a easy little week ahead of us, just some simple little helpful mods that are going to make everything a little bit easier for everybody. But before we jump into anything, I want to take a second to say thank you to everybody who has liked or subscribed on the content, because it does help out and it does mean a lot to me, especially when people leave comments like, hey, I like this or I didn't like that. Stuff like that really does mean a lot as a content creator. Constructive criticism is always welcome. But with that, we're going to go ahead and jump into our first mod. And our first mod is called Working HP Bar by Rukatigan and Struck. You know what? I'm not going to try to pronounce these names. You see it on the screen. I'm horrible with names. Everybody knows it. I say it all the time. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm bad with names. But it's a really cool mod because you see here, I'm in God mode. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spawn in a zombie Mo. What's up, Mo? Now you see his HP bar there. Well, if I go to God mode, it's still there because I'm in the debug menu. But now look, it's still there. That's because of the mod. The mod takes what is essentially from the debug / God mode and puts it here because you get to see it really easily. Now, the reason why I like this mod is because it works really good in conjunction with a lot of other mods. Like the random HP one that Duriel7 does. This is a good mod to use with that because you get to see the HP numbers, but it's also just a good mod in general, especially for new people. Now, veterans and stuff like that, you really don't need this because you can kind of gauge how much damage zombies can take before they die. Like, you kind of know what's going to do what. So it's not as good for older players, but for new players, this is a fantastic mod. And with that, we're actually going to go ahead and jump over to our next mod. Alright folks, so our next mod is called Electric Bullets by Cronus, and as you saw last week we had the incendiary bullets, but now we have electric. So what we're going to do is I'm actually going to go in here, I'm going to go into debug and create a menu just because, and then we're going to go ahead and we are going to pull up some, you know what, I want to do some strippers. I like shooting strippers. No, you don't, lady. You just stand there. You be a good girl. That's not the first time she's heard that. Then we're gonna come around here and we're gonna spawn another one. Okay, so now we've got some strippers. So last week, as you saw here in the pistol, we have the incendiary. Well, now we have the shocking mod. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna put that in, and then we're gonna reload. And then we're gonna come here and we're gonna shoot this lady. You see that? Now that does just like electricity normal does. It slows her down, it does some damage. Now it wasn't a whole heck of a lot of damage, but it was better than the incendiary. But the cool thing is, I've actually kind of done some playing around and you can get them to stack together so you can actually pour on some damage. And if you're using a weapon that has high rate of fire or like a bunch of damage or something like that, or a whole bunch of rounds, you're going to be able to do a lot more. And why I like this mod in conjunction with the other one. So we come out here. I'm actually going to spawn in 25 of these ladies. So now we have a stripper horde. Now I'm going to go ahead and let them chase me. Now you see how they're starting to come at me. Now in a normal game, this is going to be kind of a pain in the butt if you've got a whole bunch of zombies coming at you. But you see how it's shocking some of them? So it's doing damage, it slows them down, and it gives you a chance to, maybe get away. Now, if these were, runners or something like that, or, Horde Night or something where you're, you might have a little bit harder time having a better gun than just this crappy pistol here that I'm apparently having a hard time shooting, is going to do a little bit better for you. Because it's going to, a whole bunch more of them are going to get the shock effect. But instead, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and say kill off, just to go ahead and end that because bunch of hookers. Anyway, it's a good mod if you've got a high fire weapon or a lot of damage or something like that, or you've got a big horde coming at you and you've got a shotgun, M60, something like that. This mod is really going to help out. But with that, folks, we're going to go ahead and jump into the next mod. Alright folks, so our next mod is called Auto Mechanics by KZ Music, or Cuz Music, or however you pronounce it. Now this is really cool because what this does is it adds a whole new trader into the game, but it also takes the normal crafting of your vehicles and stuff from the normal workbench and puts it on a workbench found only inside of the trader. Go ahead and we're going to come in here. And this is a cool trader because, I mean, there's just a bunch here that you can explore and use and do stuff with. And we have a whole new unique looking trader. I just like the way it looks. So you can take jobs and everything from them like normal. And sometimes they'll actually sell the workbench, but the workbench is right over here. So this is the workbench. This is the vehicle workbench. So you'll come in here, and this is where you'll craft any of your vehicles and stuff like that that you've got unlocked, stuff like that. And like I was saying, it's really good because sometimes this trader will spawn really close to other traders in the same city. So you'll have a couple traders close together that you can, back and forth and stuff, taking missions to be able to climb your way up. And the best part about this mod, it is XML. So you can actually have this on a server or be playing with friends. Just you have this, and everybody who's playing will have access to this. It's a super cool mod because of that, and the fact that you add another type of trader to the game, and just another trader that can spawn close together. Because on a random world like this, like what I'm playing on, it makes it really easy. You can actually spawn this in also on Nitrogen or Navis game, doing all the same stuff. Man, those guys out there are just going buck wild, aren't they? But this is just, there's so much here to explore, to see, and to loot. An early game, I don't know about, well, at least I do. I'm pretty sure most people do too. But whenever you're playing early game, and you've got, you first come to the trader, you spend, 5 minutes or whatever looting everything that the trader has. Especially if they have workbenches and stuff like that. As you saw, this destroyed workbench there. But if it's working, like this one, you can actually use this to craft, everything else as well. So early game, if this is the trader you find first, or one of the few traders you find, you can use this to craft a whole bunch of stuff as opposed to having to craft it at a normal workbench. So you don't have to worry about unlocking that or finding it, stuff like that. You can save yourself some time. But with that, folks, we're going to go ahead and move on to the last mod. Alright folks, as you can see here, our last mod is called the Spencer Mansion Incident, created by Frantic Dan, and this is just an awesome mod that creates Resident Evil inside 7 Days to Die. The POI is amazing, the UI is amazing, everything about this, I really, really enjoy it because it's a challenge, it's freaking tough too. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to jump in, I'm going to click new game, we're going to call it Bob's, and then we're going to say start. Now I'll pull you guys in once we get inside. Okay, so this is what we see once we've loaded in. We get all this cool stuff. Now, it's supposed to be night. I don't know why it's not night. I have no idea why. It says here, you'll notice that it's night. It's always night, so I don't know. Maybe I've screwed up something on the settings. I've loaded this in through the mod launcher, so I don't think so. But this is what it looks like, and I love the way this UI looks. Like, it's super cool. I just really like it. It's a really cool looking UI. So now we're going to go ahead. We're going to open this up. Now we've got all this gear. We've got a hat, boots, flashlight, weapon. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna make our way inside. And the cool thing about this is if you cross over that border after you've kind of gone inside, you've technically lost the challenge. But you really haven't because, I mean, there's everything here that you can do on your own. You don't actually have to play by the rules of the challenge. That was weird, but it's just better if you do. But look at how all of this looks. Like, the UI is just super cool. This is just super slick. And then now you have to find a wrench. So I'm not gonna do everything here either. I'm just gonna kind of walk through and show you guys what this stuff looks like. Like, there's a zombie lady there. We don't have any stuff to repair with either, so we have to be careful as we loot and do stuff. Oh shit. As you guys saw, I got over encumbered really fast, so okay, so here we go. So this is just a really good challenge, especially if you like a good challenge. This is going to give you a hell of a challenge. There we go. And the UI just looks really good. I cannot get over how good it looks. But this is going to give you a good challenge, and you've got all this different stuff here. Now you can, as you saw, you can pick up stuff. Like we can pick these up, but now we can't move. And you can scrap them, and you can do different stuff with these things. But it is really, the only things you can craft are a bandage, campfire, and a torch. So you don't really have a point of really picking a lot of stuff up. Like you can't pick up these chairs, stuff like that. So you've got little ammo piles and stuff scattered around. And the cool thing is too, is there are, oh yeah, there's a zombie through this door, I bet. Oh shit, oh god, he's behind us. That scared me. I know you guys heard me jump. I did not expect that. That was good. But yeah, so yeah, you guys get to see this is actually a bunch of zombies and stuff here. Like this is just a super well done POI. Like the whole thing I really, really enjoy. I just, oh, screw you, lady, stop hitting me. I really love how Frantic Dan has done everything here. Definitely makes it challenging to play. You're not gonna just breeze through this like you would everything else. And the cool thing is too, in order to really progress in this and actually complete this, you have to play through everything, and then you have to build a gyrocopter to fly yourself away. Because like you know how at the end of Resident Evil, you've got the helicopter you're supposed to get on, but in this one you actually have to craft it. You have to craft it yourself, and then you have to fly away. But you'll unlock all of that as you explore through the house. You'll unlock all the stuff you need to be able to... Oh shit, there's two of them. Yeah, come on, lady. Like, this is just a super cool POI. And the cool thing is, too, with this, is you can actually take most of these mods, most of this stuff, and actually load it in on a normal playthrough, on like a normal game, and have just the Spencer Mansion there without the, not the mods, but the prefabs and stuff, without having to go through the actual challenge and stuff like that. You can just sit there and do your... Oh crap, yeah, I'm encumbered. Do your thing of going through and exploring the game. So we don't really need to loot everything like I am. It's just kind of a force of habit. But we're gonna go until we die, or just a few more minutes at least. And give ourselves at least a few more minutes, just so I can show you guys a little bit more of this. Okay, that's locked. Shut up. Shut up. And as you guys see, you actually do get some ammo. I mean, not a whole lot, so you're not going to want to just run around shooting everything. You're going to want to play as strategic as you can. And you can try to sit here and smash the door, but you see how much HP that has? That's going to take you forever. Like, you're never going to get through this stuff. So it's better to just, you know, follow along the different pathways and stuff that are around. That's why I like this. You're not going to easily be able to take a lot of shortcuts that people normally would inside of a POI, you know, where you just bust down a door or you bust through a wall or something like that. Like, this actually forces you to follow paths and do different kinds of stuff. I really think Frantic Dan has done a great job with the Spencer Mansion incident. There's just a lot that really... Oh god, I'm out of stamina. Back up. This was probably not a good idea. Yeah, it wasn't a good idea. Whew. I'm not going to worry about healing. Like I said, we're going to either just a few minutes or until we die. But we did manage to level up. Shut up. Nope, that door is locked. So you see, we can't go there. And that's why I like this, because not... Oh, crap, we're encumbered. Because not everywhere you go is going to lead you somewhere, you know, you can actually do anything with. If you don't have lockpicks or anything like that, you can't always go every way. And it forces you to kind of remember where you've been and the stuff that you've done, so that way you can get around. So now we can not go through that door. Can we go through this door? Nope. Oh, shnikes. Come on. There we go. I don't think we're going to work our way through that. Nope, can't go through there either. But as you guys see, this is a super cool mod. There is a lot here with this. I highly recommend you guys give it a shot. Check it out. It is a super fun way to play, and it is challenging as all get out. Like if you want a challenge, this will give you a challenge. This will give you a really good challenge for the game. That's gonna make you work at it. You're not going to just breeze through everything. You're going to have a tough time with this, I promise you. But that's it for the week, folks. Thanks for sticking around. I hope you had fun. Make sure you like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Have fun. We'll see you next time.